Today, Sony has announced that Bluepoint Studios will be closing their doors and shutting down after 20 years of providing high-quality remakes and remasters, such as the Shadow of the Colossus remake and the Demon's Souls remake that was a major selling point for the PS5 console and to this day is one of the only actual exclusive PS5 games. This closure comes as PlayStation continues to try to push focus on producing live service games, despite most of them being seen as soulless products that are meant to generate as much revenue as possible with the lowest amount of artistic integrity as they can manage. For most people in this position, the obvious choice here would be to shift focus and maybe take advantage of the literal money-printing machine of a game that is crying for an update or a remake. Most would also agree that the worst possible choice of action for a company like this would be to completely shut down your highest reputed studio with a history of working with the FromSoft game engine. Some would even refer to this as the single dumbest move that you could ever make in a situation like the one that Sony is currently in. This is definitely not a decision that somebody with a multi-million-dollar annual salary should be making, and then proceeding to lay off thousands of workers and forcing families to starve because you thought a live service God of War game was exactly what the gaming world was craving right now. If a Bloodborne remake was ever in development over the past 4 or so years, then I have no doubt in my mind that Bluepoint would have been the ones in charge. Now we know that they weren't, and with them gone, it truly does seem unlikely that anything regarding Bloodborne will ever be announced in the next few years. Emulation, however, proves to be making significant and frequent progress with getting Bloodborne running on weaker hardware. It seems like the further you get away from companies like Sony, the better the game will perform. In other different news, a Finnish retailer has accidentally listed the Dustbloods as releasing on March 27, 2026. This is strange, given that Elden Ring for the Switch 2 has had no update since it lost its 2025 release date. It's possible that both games might be part of a dual release, similar to how the modern Resident Evil games are being released onto the Switch 2. This has been your daily update on Bloodborne.